Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. So, with so much talk about Silver Age and Flesh and Blood's new format in the community, I figured why not let's do a Silver Age tier list. Let's talk about what heroes I think are going to be good, what heroes I think are going to be mid, and everything in between. So this time I'm going to explain a little bit more clearly what I mean by each tier, as I know that caused like some confusion in my last tier list. S tier are like top decks, like decks that I assume to be have a high chance of winning. Very few, if any, bad matchups, have really good toolboxes, or just really, really strong overall. A tier, still really strong, still expect them to do well, but they maybe have like a couple bad matchups that stop them from like being like super S tier. S tier is like, god level, like almost no bad matchups. B tier, it's okay, it's getting there. It's maybe a couple bad matchups, could be a little better. And then D tier is like don't even bother playing, and C tier is like some good things, but not enough to like consider playing it. So all the heroes here to my knowledge, and we're just gonna go through it. So first is Arachne. It's a solitary confinement. Oh my god, I'm blanking. Solitary confinement. I think he definitely has some potential. With the go again, it is. Assassins still do have some good reactions. They don't have like bonds, they don't have persuasive, but they do have some good stuff with marking. So that's what makes this a little bit difficult. I think I'm gonna put him B. He's got some good tools. He's still got like Infect. He's still got like Mark of the Black Widow, the Arsenal Disruption one. He's got some good tools, and the go against stealth can definitely be like hard to deal with. Marionette, I think I'm gonna put him high B, maybe like between B and A if I could. The demi heroes are just insanely good in terms of reactions, in terms of getting good value. But the daggers being like Mark of the Huntsman and having to break is a little bit awkward, I find. You can't be as consistent with the dagger-centric strategy as you can in CC. At least I found in my like limited testing. So like for now he's at B, but I think like if the right build is found, if someone finds the exact right build, I think he could definitely jump up to A. So like it's just a matter of like maybe we haven't tested him enough. OG Arachne, he's getting C. Let me explain why. I think assassins generally in like lower health formats aren't the best. I think they really struggle without that health gap to like disrupt a lot and that kind of thing. It's a little bit easier in Silver Age because the power ceiling's lower. I do think the fatigue strategy Arachne has of like just milling cards isn't as it's not great. Could be a lot worse. I don't know. I just don't think there's anything that like OG Arachne can do that other decks can't do better as of now. But because he is still an assassin, he does still have like good tools. I'm putting in him at C. He doesn't have like absolutely nothing. Aurora I think is a strong A. She's got good lightning cards. She's got so like go wide. She can still push arcane and physical damage. Still very very strong. Doesn't it, like a lot of the power tools she had were like majestics. So that's I think what's keeping her out of S tier. And there are some heroes that have basically like I'll just say Briar I think is S tier. Briar is basically Aurora, but like more cards, and you can play her more flexibly. So that's why Briar, like I feel like Briar has more like better matchups overall. Aurora's like good, but just a less cards than Briar. Azalea also I think is S tier. There's not many defense reactions. A lot of the cards are block cards, which Dominic just gets right over. And she still can. When she has Death Dealer, which is like insanely good as a card. Pitch one, draw card, load, whatever. You can just push so much damage so fast, and with the armor being like maybe like 1 to 2 block at most, it's not that good. Not that good. Like it's not good to deal with. So I definitely think Azalea is in that S tier range, and you still have good like disruptive cards. You have like Hamstring Shot, you have Sleep Dart, that kind of thing. So yeah, Azalea is definitely up here. Benji. See. Benji can do good things. I think there's definitely a card pool for Benji with a lot of like small power attacks that like basically can't be blocked functionally in Silver Age, but like he doesn't have Spring Tidings, he doesn't have Mask of Momentum, which is where he kind of like struggles in Silver Age. Again, I'm not like too familiar with Benji's playstyle or what Benji needs, but I think like he could have something. But I think as of now, just like there isn't enough to go off of. Betsy. I'm sorry. Like other Guardians just have better Better everything than Betsy. Like, they're the same card pool. The only thing Betsy has is a better helm, but like, it's not really worth it. Wagering still kind of sucks. With the emphasis on block cards, like all of your cards are going to be block cards, so like it's going to be pretty easy to like just block out. Wager effects don't really matter that much. And any disruptive effects you have, you can just play another Guardian, which will have the same thing, but they don't have to rely on a wager mechanic. It's unfortunate, because I think Betsy's pretty neat, and I think the specializations she does have are, like, interesting, but, like, it's pretty iffy. Bolton. See, I'm going to put him at C. I'm going to put him, like, high C. I haven't experimented with Bolton and Silver Age, but I do think it could be interesting. You know, I think Hatchets in particular could be kind of interesting. Hatchets Bolton. It's something I've tinkered with, but never really tried. So like I think like if I tinker with it enough, I could probably find something that works or is at least fun. But I don't think it's like gonna top any tournaments, right? Bravo Flattering Showman. He's going A. I think there are some matchups that he can struggle into. Like there are some decks that just can probably do better. But you know, him being a Guardian, having that, you know, Starvo-esque ability of the +2 and Dominate from Arsenal, really good. Giving you good value off of your 4-power attacks, which is really strong and really good. Definitely appreciated. Plus, Guardians just having good armor options in Silver Age automatically makes them like pretty good. Betsy's down here because she kind of has to rely on worse, like functionally 2 block cards, which kind of weakens her in that sense compared to this Bravo, which doesn't have to rely on that. OG Bravo, I'm gonna put him like D. Like with Flattering Showman. Actually, okay, you know what? No, D. With Flattering Showman, he does everything OG Bravo does, but better. So there's no reason to play old Bravo. Chain. I'll say Chain's S. Chain, I think, can like the way heroes are measured in Silver Age is more so just based on their ability. Like that's the biggest thing to think about first is what is their ability. Chain's like, I'm gonna get Go again. I'm gonna get basically an extra hand of cards each turn. I can go super wide. I have Mob Skies. I have a bunch of other stuff. Like Chain is a beast. There's Runegate Chain. There's OG like regular Chain. Like he's really strong. He is really strong. I genuinely think he does not have like many if any bad matchups. I think if you're like a really good Chain player, really skilled, have a lot of like plan Bs and like use the Runegate stuff, I think you can generally like plow through most opponents if you're like skilled about it. Syndra. Because of Wrath of Retribution, I'm going to put her at B. I think she's not as strong as she is in CC. She doesn't have Flick Knife. She doesn't have Mask Momentum. She's not threatening constant on hits. And she doesn't get any sort of like consistent value, which is unfortunate, which is why like I'll grab him here. Phi, I think, is also A. You know, Phi is basically like what Syndra does in CC with the, you know, 1 value every turn, but his is with Phoenix Flame. So you're guaranteed getting like at least an extra point of value in each hand. I do think he can like struggle as some matchups, but I do overall think like Phi is good. He's got that consistent 1 point of value, which is really strong and can like be very important. Syndra, it's harder to like destroy the daggers before the chain closes, so it can be like harder to get that value. There are cards that throw the daggers, but that kind of like I don't know. If it doesn't feel like as strong. It's not that it's weak. I might be better options. OG Dash. I'm gonna put her at a solid B tier. She has boost, and I will always say a vanilla boost ability strategy is really strong, but she doesn't have Tekla Pounder, so she's gonna fall pretty hard to fatigue. You know, she doesn't have Dash IE's Boom Grenades, so she can't really push super like a lot of damage over. So like if you're blocking, like if she runs into a Guardian, like if she runs into Bravo, they just fatigue her pretty easily, actually. Right? She doesn't have her like backup plan or fatigue plan or anything like that, so it's like it's pretty. It's kind of hard to like I feel like there's like good stuff to do, but like I don't know, could struggle. That at all? D. Datadol lives and dies by Tekla Foundry Heart. You do not have Tekla Foundry Heart. I don't think she's worth playing. Dash AE, I'm going to put A. Boom Grenade's really strong. Backup Protocol is really strong. Being able to crank and get extraction points, really, 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 really strong. She does a lot of good. She does a lot of good things. She's a bit high rolly, which is why I want to put her like lower A, because like you can just like not see your stuff because you don't really have the ability to dig with Tekla Foundry Heart. But if you're able to line up those Boom Grenades and get a lot of damage, you also have an Overblast instead of Max V, which is like it's not just as strong, but it is good. In my testing, I personally have been a big fan of Dash IE and Silver Age. Dory? Difficult to say. I'm going to put her at B. Mainly because Dory has a lot of tools, and Dory can play very, very well. Because, you know, warriors have their defense reaction, warriors have consistent value. But it's kind of hard to see how the meta is going to shape up. And what that's going to like do for Dory, kind of, if that makes sense. It's hard to, like, I'm probably not explaining it right, but like I think she has decent matchups into a lot of heroes, but I also think like, you know, Guardians can probably like fatigue. Well, they don't have the same disruption they do in CC. You know, low A. She's above Dash IE. Or IO. Yeah, low A. Like, she can have plans. Like, she has a lot of defense reaction, or she has a lot of attack reactions. There's not as many defense reactions, so it's going to be a little bit harder to block out the Dawn Blade and harder to get that good value, so, I'll put her at A. Dromai. She's also going A. I've tried tinkering around with the deck. It's good. Definitely good. Definitely got options. But, I do think it's, like, I'm not a good Dromai player, so I don't really know if I'm assessing it right, but I do feel like it has like good potential and is really, really good. Like Hyloria, Chromai, Asvalai are all rares, and they're all really, really, really good dragons. So I do think she's definitely A tier. She can definitely like fumble to like ninjas and like guardians, so like if played right. So that's what's kind of keeping her at S tier, but still good. Enigma balls. I'm going to say Enigma. I'll put her at B tier. Because she's still got good ward auras. Her ward ability is still pretty... Her ward cards are still very, very strong. But, however, playing defensive is a lot harder in Silver Age because you don't have as many defense reactions. You have to be a little bit more creative. And I think Enigma has like a pretty good ability to play defensive. But I guess we'll see, because it seems like they're not wanting to encourage that. Like, they banned Fiddler's Green, so like it doesn't seem like that's a playstyle that's encouraged. But I think Enigma still got like some of the better defensive tools. So if a defensive deck is what's needed, I could definitely see like Enigma being like a good contender, apart from like Guardian. But again, it's a little bit hard to tell based on, you know, everything. Fang. Guys, listen, I'm really sorry. Fang. The reason why Fang is so powerful is one, because of Valiant Dynamos, and two, because you have a lot of armor that you can use to like block out when you need to keep bigger hands. You basically in Silver Age need your first bigger hand to be like, okay, I'm getting online, and if you don't get online, you are like very, very far behind, and you can't really enact your strategy. So it's very like, pray you get the right thing, which I am not really a fan of. So that's why he's C tier. He's not terrible. I don't think there's like no reason to play him, but. Whatever. My Chemical Flomance. I'll put him at a strong. Put him between A and. Am I able to add tiers? Add a row below. A-/B+. I'm doing so many of these where I'm like oh god. No, this is... Oh my god, I'm doing this wrong. This is A. A-/B+. I'm doing this so terribly. Okay, and then I can I delete this row? Delete row, perfect. So yeah, I'll put Florian there, Enigma there, Dio there, or Dash there. I'll also put Dio and Dory there, because this is like, could be A, could be B, hard to tell. Florian, I think he's got some good earth tools, but the problem is there's other decks that I feel could just use it better. But that's not to say that he's also got good rune blade tools. He doesn't use them as well as other rune blades, but I think that like a combination of the two could be really good. Grave Bones, definitely A. You have 6 tipples, you have allies, you have board state, you could do good things. I think it's really, really strong. Ira, definitely S tier. You know, just a straight +1 ability, really, really, really strong. You have a lot of good disruptive tools. You have a lot of good tools for ninja. You have like Flick Flack. You have like other stuff. Definitely really good. Definitely really good, like a mid-range value type deck. Icelander. A. I don't think she's S. I think she can definitely like, you know, if you don't really see like the right disruption, if your opponent can kind of like play through it, I could definitely see her like struggling, but I don't think she's a deck to count out, which is really, really good. Kano. Oh no. I'm gonna put him like low B. I think like his combo's a lot harder to pull off in Silver Age, but at the same time, he still can kind of like push it. I don't think he can do that much good Arcane. Like I feel like the other wizards kind of like outclass him here as Silver Age, so it's unfortunate. Kasai. B. OG Kasai. C. OG Kasai. The reason I say C, actually, you know what? We'll put her at B. I feel like there probably could be a decent draw side list in Silver Age. And I put OG Kasai here just because like she's just good value. Again, like basically, you know, you swing your first sword, get value, swing the second one. And with all like a lot of new heavy hitter support, I feel like it like really boosts her up. Even if she can't use the copper, I still think that there's like, you know, good stuff there. There's good potential there. Katsu. Sorry. No. We'll put him at C. You know, being able to search combo cards is good. The problem is Zen exists, and Zen can just do it better. So, that's why he's kind of at C. Like, he's not terrible, but Cavadine, I don't even need to say nothing else. Cavadine's going there. Reviled KO. Okay. Chat. Hear me out. Hear me out here. Here. You've got good brute tools. You can intimidate. You can send good numbers. You've got good revile tools, right? I have a list of RKO that I've been playing for a while. A little bit. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's really, really, really fun. Actually, okay, you know, I won't even lie. I'll put it here. It's really fun because you have the flexibility of if you are ahead in life, you go Mocking Blow. You use KO's ability. You push damage, and you start snowballing. If you're behind, because I have a good mix of brute cards, I could be like, okay, beat down, barraging, brute card, go. Strongest survive, a really good card. You can have, I feel like I have a good game plan, whether I'm above life or below life, instead of just like a win more kind of deck, which I personally really, really like. Berserker Runt, I mean, can't have good numbers. I hate dice rolls. That's why he's B. OG KO, OG one-armed KO. I'll put him at A. He's got the aggro thing. Actually, okay, no, I'm going to put him down to here. He's got the aggro thing, but when he fumbles hard. So, I don't know. He's got good tools. Could be worse, could be better. Levaya. Yeah, I'll put her B. She's got above rate stuff. Actually, no, C. She's got above rate attacks, but the blood debt hits you just so much harder because you're at so much lower life. You got like Hellhammer, which is good, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It's you got convulsions. You got some good tools, but I don't think it's enough to make her good. Lexi. Yeah. Being able to send ice cards, like the ice common effects are just insane. Plus the ice rares, like ice is just such a good element. And I think Lexi can definitely make good use out of it. Ice Thunder as well. But I think like Lexi's arrows, the ice fusion arrows, are really good. Lyeth. Not good. I don't think you should play Lyeth. It's just because, like, Light doesn't really do much. He's just kind of bad. Right? Like, just play any other Guardian. Play Pleiades, for fuck's sake. Like, I'm sorry. I don't think he's that good. I think, like, he just... The things that make him good in CC, he doesn't have in Silver Age. He doesn't have his Intimidate aura. He doesn't have, whatchamacallit, the shield, Rampart of the Ram's Head to get that full value out of his cards. Like, it's a harder deck to get value out of in Silver Age. I don't know. Marlin? This one's tricky. This one's a little bit tricky. I'm going to put her at B. She's got good her harpoons are decent. You know, she can... She got golden tipple. She's always generating gold. And overpower is always good, but she doesn't have some of the good pirate tools. So that's where I'm kind of like sitting at. Max, don't even talk to me. New. Good disruption, very fragile. Can fatigue, but just doesn't do enough to like warrant running her. Oldham. Definitely up here. I played Oldham when it was Project Blue still. Really fun. Really strong. Really good. Ice React. Spicy. Bravissimo. Spicy. Olympia. Again, I'll say it. Every time I'm playing him, I wish I was playing her. They're the same hero. This one's worse. Fight me on it. Oscilio. I don't play a lot of Oscilio, so my take on this is probably going to be bad. I'm going to put him at B. I think he can still have good pop-off turns, but losing the Majestic Auras definitely, I feel, hits him quite hard. Pleiades. Put her at, like, above New, high C. Could have big pop-off turns. Confidence is good. I don't know if it's good enough, because you have such a low life total, you can't really hold many cards, but at the same time, when you're doing your pop-off turn, they're so big, they might just, like, win you the game, so I don't know. We'll have to see how the Pleiades builds come out. Prism. I mean... it's a big number. And if you face a deck without poppers, you can go on the back foot. Put it, like, right here. Again, you got the Heralds. Heralds are always good. You know, you got the old Luminar... not the old Luminaris. The mid-Luminaris. Mid-Minaris. Lumidnaris. You got Lumidnaris that you can pay to give it go again. So there's, like, stuff there you can do, but... And Spectral Shields are pretty helpful, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, no, big numbers are always good, and if not every deck has poppers, it's hard to deal with. Puffin? I don't play Puffin, really, so it's gonna be hard to tell. I don't know. Put her at, like, C. She has some good cards, I don't think it's enough. Rhinar. Do we need to talk further? Like... Taking cards from your hand when you're already at like 20-something life, really strong, being able to push a lot of damage, and your opponent's just like, huh, I guess I'm dead, kind of thing, right? Like that's good, right? That's good. Riptide, I'll put him at B. Traps are good. Traps are, you know, helpful, especially if your opponent's playing aggressive. But if your opponent knows what they're doing and they're able to be like, okay, I'm just gonna block out, pass, and then swing my weapon, you're kind of screwed. Plus, you don't have as good majestic traps, so Scurv. Not yet. Not yet, my friend. Not yet. Could be good. Not yet. Teklo. Terra. Okay, I'll explain a bit more. Teklo is basically a glorified fatigue deck, and in Silver Age, you don't have his good endgame card. Which means it's like you're just basically stalling till the game's over. And... your equipment isn't as good, so I don't know. I don't think it's that good. I don't think you should play him. Terra. I want to put Terra here. You know, he's similar to Ira. He's got the constant +1. He does lean pretty heavy into Earth as a Guardian. Like, you have to have Earth cards to get his Might ability, but getting a Might token constantly is really, really good. Yeah, I think there's, like, potential there. I would still probably, if I had to pick between the two, I'd play Old him just because of his reaction to be like, Ice React to snipe a card. But I can see an argument for playing Terra. You know, having the more Decompose, having more Earth, you know, using the better rate cards, could definitely see an argument there. Tough Nut. If you want a value deck, play OGKO. And with so many aggro decks being viable, I don't think Tough Nut's ability is going to be like basically nothing in a lot of matchups. Yuzuri. You know what? I'll give Yuzuri some love. I'll put her like here. Being able to swipe cards and swap them out, definitely really good, especially considering there's less defense reactions. So you're going to have to sometimes overcommit to blocking, which you don't really want to do when your deck is small. You do still have some good cards you can use. You have like Humbled. You have like everything Ira can do, like with her two-hand like good disruption. You also have that disruption, but you have stealth and you have like, I don't know. It's I think you could build a decently fun Yuzuri deck. Valda. Her ability is basically an empty text box, like most Guardians, but worse, considering it doesn't even eventually do something if your opponent doesn't draw cards, which, given we're talking Silver Age, a lot of decks just don't draw cards. Like, I'm sorry, it just doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. Verdance. B. She's got good tools. Actually, no. Okay, I'm going to drop her down to, like, here. She's got some good Earth cards, but the life gain is limited in this format, so she can't really make use of the Arcane, which is kind of cringe. Making your text box kind of empty unless you build around it in a certain way. I kind of want to see somebody build Fertile Ground Verdance, where you play the card that's basically like an Earth CYB, where it's like, if you have 4 more Earth cards, you do XYZ. Right, just build that around Verdance. But, I don't know. I think, I don't know. I think she just can't really make use of her ability, and she doesn't have as many good cards as she does in CC, so it's like, eh. Victor. B. Good defenses. Actually, A minus, B plus. Good defenses. Still have Tessa Strength. Still have some other clash cards. Can fix clashes. Pretty good. Like, defense-wise, pretty good. And defense is important in Silver Age. Viz. I'll give him, like, a strong A. And I'll put like these two above. Rune Chance are still annoying to deal with. You can still stack Rune Chance. Still think you can do, you know, good. Vincent, I'll put here. She can be hard to counter, but I think Chain just has some benefits. I do think Vincent also has her own benefits. Right, she feels a lot more defensive, you know, where she can be like, okay, I'm going to block out, I'm going to banish, I'm going to set up, and then I'm going to explode with a big turn. Chain is like, I'm hitting the gas and I'm going forward, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, like, they play differently, which is what I appreciate. Zen. A tier. Being able to search any combo card, being able to, you know, get really good value off your Tigers, being able to, you know, constantly have blues. So if your opponent's dealing like Arcane or giving you Frostbites or whatever you need, you have cards you can pitch into it. You have really effective 2-card hands. If you go Tiger Form Incantation, which is like next Tiger attack gets +3, make a Tiger, swing Kakara for 2. That's 2 into 3. His cards are good rate, decent rate, and plus with the all ninjas have the Tiger arms and legs equipment. So you basically have like 2 extra damage on board. Always nice. Plus, with Zen, that 2 extra damage can also extend your combo plays. Really, really good. We like that. It can be kind of awkward and clunky if you have multiple Tigers in your hand. I have had that happen. I don't really like it. But besides that, the deck functions well. I have a Zen Silver Age deck, and I've personally been very much enjoying it. So, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? Let me know what you think down below. This is all, keep in mind, this is all kind of based on, like, first impressions of, like, what I kind of think might happen. The Silver Age meta is still developing, and we're still building decks and testing things, so it could be that I'm, like, completely wrong, and, like, Max is actually S tier, fucking somehow. But yeah, no. Let me know what you think below. And hit that button to subscribe to make sure, to increase the chances of pulling Fabled in your next pack.